Absolutely not. Know your worth, add tax. The worst they can say is no. Shoot your shot. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Patty, for those of you who do not know, and we're about to get into 10 things I wish I knew before starting my corporate career, because your girl has been a corporate career girly for almost 10 years now, and there are definitely some things I wish I would have taken a little bit more seriously at the start of my career, because y'all, things can circle back. Things can circle back, and it can either be a good thing or a bad thing. So we're gonna hop right on into it. Number one is we're gonna start with don't burn bridges. Now y'all, I'm gonna tell you that sometimes that is very challenging to do. I have also worked in some very toxic environments, but y'all, with the state of this economy, you just never know when you might need to spin the block, okay? And if you did not know, I was laid off in the fall of last year, and I was able to go back to a previous job working part-time because I did not burn the bridge, y'all. And of course, you're gonna have days where it is trying, okay? It is very, very trying. And I'm not telling you to stay in those toxic environments, but leave with some class, okay? I know it is hard, and some days you wanna throw hands, okay? But you just never know what circumstances you may find yourself in, and you wanna be able to spin the block if you need to. And you also never know who your boss may be. You never know if this person that you used to work beside might now be over you or transition to somewhere you're going. So be very thoughtful about the long-term effects of your actions and things that you say. Number two, your reputation can either open more doors for you or close doors for you. Something that my daddy always used to say growing up is to be careful about your reputation and be careful about your name. You know, your word is your bond. All of those things, because y'all, you will have no idea how much your reputation can impact you. And I will give you an example. I worked a position where someone left, someone that was not the best person to work with. They tried to spin the block and come back and was not allowed to. Your reputation is also more than just doing a good job. It's how you treat others, it's how well you work with others, because like I said, your reputation is either going to continue to open doors for you or close doors for you. Number three, which I feel like is sometimes kind of trying, is to find the humanness in people. Y'all, life be lifing for everybody. And no, I'm not saying that it is an excuse for why people treat you like crap. But y'all, life is lifing. You don't know who has a sick parent at home, who has a loved one on hospice. You don't know who you're working with who may have cancer. Life is truly lifing. And one of the things that has really helped me to be able to stick it out in tough environments, even if I was planning my exit, is to find the humanness in people. And sometimes that's really gonna help with conflict resolution. And sometimes it is hard. I'm by no means saying that any of the things that I'm going to tell you are easy, but finding the humanness in people, y'all, can help so much. Because like I said, life is life for everybody, regardless if they have a smile on their face when they're in the office every day or not. Number four is a smile goes a long way. So I know a lot of people, especially women and especially black women, feel like I'm not the bubbly person, I don't want to smile all the time, and you don't have to. I am by no means saying you need to change who you are, but y'all, a smile goes a long way, okay? It does go a long way. When you are more approachable in the workplace, y'all, it does help. It really, really does. Nobody wants to go and talk to or get advice from the person who always got their face scrunched up, who always has something negative to say. A smile really does go a long way. And even outside of corporate world, even at the grocery stores, the gas stations, at the mall, a smile can go a very, very long way. Number 5 is you need to set boundaries at work to protect your work-life balance. That is something I wish I would have known and really, really honed in on earlier in my career, because y'all, people will abuse you. It's very rare to find work environments where going above and beyond actually rewards you. In a lot of cases, you just get dumped more work on. People just feel like, oh, you're always going above and beyond. I mean, you stayed late last week to 6 o'clock, so why wouldn't you stay late this week? You know, people just, it becomes an expectation. And after being abused at some of my customer service jobs, where I was picking up so many shifts, y'all, that people wouldn't even ask me. They would just change the schedule and put shifts on my schedule. And I was like, that's wild. You're not even gonna ask. So work-life balance is super, super important. Now, anybody who knows me now knows, baby, if I get off at 4:30, that's it. I mean, the laptop is closed. I'm out the door. Unless something is on fire, which you will realize in the corporate world, sometimes you work with people who feel like everything is on fire, when 99% of the time it's not really on fire. So unless the world is about to end and it is a serious, serious emergency, I'm leaving. It's time for me to go. No. I'm going to do enough. I'm going a little over and beyond, but I am not doing it all, because that becomes the expectation. I know it sucks and I know it sounds backwards. In rare environments, it will help you in your career. But in most environments, that just becomes your expectation. People will expect you to give 200% every day. So be very, very mindful about setting those boundaries early, because it's harder to make that shift when that has become your norm. And something else that really helped me is I worked with someone who was able to stay employed by doing subpar work. And you be sitting there looking at yourself like, I'm doing 10 times as much as you. But because that's the expectation that you've already said, you're getting by. Be very careful of that one. Number 6 is to avoid drama like the plague, okay? Avoid the drama. If you're sitting in one of those rooms or a lunch conferences and people start talking about people, get up and leave. Go to the bathroom. Excuse yourself if it is at all possible, because your name will get added into it. I actually had found myself in a little bit of drama. I'm not even gonna go into the story, y'all, but it's because someone relayed some other information to me that involved another person. I get up and walk away. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. We ain't cool like that. Just avoid it, because again, that ties back into your reputation, which you want to be very, very mindful of. Number 7 is to job switch. Listen, she ain't loyal. She is not loyal, okay? I am loyal to myself. Because you will find that, I believe Forbes even put out a study a couple years ago that said that there was a sharp, significant salary difference between people who job hop every 2 years versus people who stayed at the same company for 4+ years. Leave. Leave, take that knowledge and go somewhere else, especially if you're not in an environment where they promote growth. And honestly, guys, that's how a lot of these companies are losing so much amazing talent, because they're not promoting within. So if you find an environment like that, then I say stay, especially if you're getting those salary increases. But if you're making the same pay that you were for the past 2 years, leave. and you're not growing, you're not thriving, you're not happy, leave. Leave. Especially when majority of these jobs aren't offering pensions anymore. Like a lot of our parents' generation and the generation before, they stayed because there were pensions. There was significant, wonderful benefits in staying. The benefits ain't the same. Be loyal to yourself. Because these jobs will replace you, okay? And when things get tight, you will get let go, and then you will be mad. Number 8 is to negotiate your salary. Negotiate. I've been very blessed to work in environments where some of my coworkers have become some of my bestest friends. That's not the case for everybody, and I'm not, again, promoting you to do that. But I was blessed to be in environments where women mentored me. And one of the things they taught me early on is to negotiate your salary. And that's something culturally I feel like we've been kind of raised to just be very humble and be very gracious and thankful. Absolutely not. Know your worth, add tax. The worst they can say is no. Shoot your shot. Put pressure on it. Now, there are definitely tools to negotiate your salary, which the young lady that I referenced in the video where I talked about getting laid off, I'll try to remember to include her information in the description box. But if I don't, someone please remind me, because there is an art to it. It's not just, oh, I feel like I deserve more. Learn the lingo. Know your worth, add tax. Every job you hop, increase, okay? Because guess what's increasing? This inflation, okay? Number 9 is to find your work identity, okay? Again, I'm not telling you to do this, but if you are comfortable with code switching, is that going to be a part of your work identity? Are you cool with being jolly and that's not who you are? Sometimes you do have to separate the workplace, especially when you're starting new jobs. You just don't know who you can trust, who's the gossiper, who's the person that's going to throw you under the bus. But kind of cultivate how you're going to set those boundaries within yourself in the work environment. Your girl loves ebonics, okay? Very much. I really do. And even when it comes to cursing, like, just be careful and be mindful and kind of feel your way into your work identity. And number 10 is don't let your work be your identity. I feel like I was so like, I don't even know the word, so attracted to wanting to be a corporate girly and wanting the fancy job titles and rankings, until I realized that, you know what? I don't really care. Yes, I want to continue to grow in my career, and I'm very happy to now be in like a senior position. It's like, wow, we're doing this. But like at the end of the day, your girl just wants a check. I want to be paid well, and I want quality of life. I want a good work-life balance, and I want some racks. That's what it is. Because I say that because sometimes I feel like people allow their work to be their identity in a negative way, where if they're not getting positive reinforcements, if they're not feeling like they're growing, they take it personally and feel like it's something wrong with them. It's not. It is not. So definitely be very careful there, because it can really cause some serious unhappiness. And honestly, sometimes when I'm on vacation, I love running into people who are like, yeah, I was a corporate girly or a man, and I was like bumped at, I'm opening up a bar, I just want to wear t-shirts and sweatpants and jeans all day. I don't care about none of that, and they're happy. So find your happiness. Don't let it be your identity, especially if you don't want it to be. And if you have any questions or anything you wanted me to expand upon, please let me know and drop it down in the comments. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll catch y'all in another video. Bye.